And good morning, everyone. Welcome into the KWIN Today program on this 10th day of August. Glad to have you along with us, 11 after the hour. Good morning, everyone. It is time to get the program underway. We start every morning with a look at our area death notices out of Jackson, DeKalb, Dade, and Marion County. Brought to you, of course, by Moore Funeral Homes, where they have two chapels serving our family, both on Sand Mountain and Trenton. Now for generations, over 70 years of serving the family here in the tri-state area. Moore Funeral Home dedicated to those that we serve. We'll start our area death notices, as we always do, out of DeKalb County, where Lucindy Gail Cindy Davis of Pisgah has passed away. Funeral services there is no formal services planned at this time. The Cornerstone Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements for the family. Mary Ruth Young of Sand Mountain passed away. Funeral services will be today at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Rainsville Funeral Home. Visitation up until the time of the service. Lois Ann Murphy of the Pisgah area. Graveside services are set for today at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Kirby Funeral Home. Out of Jackson County, we had the passing of Mary Lucille Prince Kane. Services will be coming up on Tuesday, August the 11th at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They'll take place at the Prince Cemetery. They will be graveside. Scottsboro Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Daryl Jean Seitz. Funeral services will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow at the Scottsboro Funeral Home. Family receiving friends this evening at the funeral home. And that'll be the Scottsboro Funeral Home from 5 until 8 this evening. Samuel Austin Wildman, Celebration of Life is set for September the 4th. It's going to be at the Shell Mount Campground in Jasper, Tennessee. The Rudder Funeral Home of Bridgeport is in charge of the arrangements. Out of Marion County, Johnny J. Bad I.G. Evans. The family will have a graveside service set for today at 11 a.m. at Squatchy Valley Memorial Gardens in Jasper. Robert Charles Murphy has passed away. Family will have a private memorial service at a later date. Tate Funeral Home is in charge. Out of Dade County, Sandra Gail Davis. Graveside services will be coming up August the 11th. That'll be Tuesday at 11 a.m. at the Hooker Cemetery. That's graveside services, 11 a.m. tomorrow at the Hooker Cemetery for Sandra Gail Davis. That's a look at area death notices. The area death notices are brought to you. And let me just add, I'm sorry, the family will receive friends of Sandra Gail Davis today from 3 until 7. That'll take place at Ryan Funeral Home for the visitation this evening with the family. The graveside service, once again, is tomorrow for Sandra Gail Davis. That's a look at area death notices brought to you by Moore Funeral Homes, North Sand Mountain, and Trenton Chapels. For information on pre-planning, contact the funeral home anytime at 706-657-4382. That's 706-657-4382. Moore Funeral Home, dedicated to those that we serve. Back now to the KWIN Today program, segment number 2, at now 19 minutes after the hour. Very warm already. We're up to almost 80 degrees. Can you believe that? Almost 80 degrees. 79 at the airport with calm winds, some showers to our north, up around the Knoxville, Crossville area, even down to Athens. So if you're heading 75 north anytime soon, expect to run into some rain around the area. Good morning. You are live with us on KWIN Today.
Hello, Brother Evan. I'm going to put that car back on for $800. He needs to move it as soon as he can. Yeah, it's in a good shape, and it's got a battery in it, cranked up, and runs good. cold wire and everything on it. And we
Okay.
appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. There you go. Got a card, and that's Frank's on the mailbox. They do not put their phone number out, as a lot of you may know. And but you can turn up by the Trenton Post Office and go up the road to Frank's on the mailbox and find out about that car if you're interested. To the phones we go again here on KWIN Today. You're live. Go ahead, caller. Okay, can you speak up
Good
for me?
morning.
Oh, yeah. Can you speak up for us? Go ahead, please. And don't listen to the radio or the TV. You need to listen to the telephone.
I am listening to the telephone. I can
Okay.
barely hear you.
Okay. Well, we can hear you just fine. Go ahead with what you're calling for.
Well, I just want to advertise my book safes again.
All right.
They're still in the box. They're very nice. And my number's 423-544-1915.
1915. Thank you very
Thank
much, ma'am.
you.
Bye-bye. All right. Yeah. All right. The Mountain Valley Independent at discoverday.com. Let's see. We got the Board of Education meeting twice today. They are holding two public hearings. Unlike the Dade County Commission, they are accepting the growth in the digest, and they're going to be holding two public hearings today. They have to by state law because they're going to be collecting more money than they did last year because of the growth of the county, and so they have to advertise it as a tax increase. You can have two chances to find out all about that today if you want to go for the two public hearings, one at noon today and one at 6 o'clock this evening. And you can read more about that when you, of course, go to Dade County's newspaper, the Mountain Valley Independent, at discoverday.com. It's great resource to have. You can click on it every day and stay up to date of what's happening here locally in the Dade County, North Alabama, North Georgia, Southeast Tennessee area. A lot of tri-state area news as well as the local news around the area. Also, meeting tonight's going to be the Trenton City Commission. They meet at 6 o'clock this evening. You can read about that, get their full agenda tonight, or right now, at the Mountain Valley Independent at discoverdaid.com. And a new story by Summer Kelly that was posted. Summer broke down the county commission meeting from last Thursday night and talked about Dade County receiving over $700,000 in COVID-19 funds from the federal government handed down through the state for managing the pandemic here locally. And you can read information on what they intend or how they intend to do that. Matter of fact, Alex Case, the 911 director, told the commission that $200,000+ of that has to be spent by the end of August. So they're going to have to get on the ball, if you will, to get that first wave, and then they'll have another $500,000 to spend before the end of the year. Read more about that. Mountain Valley Independent, real easy to get to. DiscoverDade.com. DiscoverDade.com is the telephone number. Phone lines are open if you'd like to be a part of the program. 706-657-7594, 642-9596. And speaking of the county getting the COVID-19 funds, we'll be talking on the Newsmaker segment this morning to the public information officer, if you will, and deputy clerk, coming up on the Carrie Anderson will be here in the Newsmaker segment after the bottom of the hour. 24 minutes after the hour, and next break on the way. Stay with us. Lots more still to come all around the tri-state area on KWIN Today.
When you need a licensed plumber, call Stacy Ledwell and the staff at Mr. Rooter in Scottsboro. Mr. Rooter provides your home or business with advanced solutions using high-tech equipment. Our commitment to customer satisfaction shines through in our personalized service. When you schedule an appointment, our professionals will dedicate time to explain the work that has to be done. Our staff will give you upfront pricing, so you'll know exactly what's involved before any work begins. We even pump septic tanks and do new construction on houses. Fully licensed, bonded, and insured, Mr. Rooter in Scottsboro. Call Stacy Ledwell today to set up an appointment at 256-574-4710.
What are you? chicken? We are Guthrie's Restaurant.
Here at Guthrie's, we're happy to announce that dine-in is once again available. We're following all CDC and state guidelines to bring you dine-in service at all 3 of our Chattanooga area Guthrie's locations. No time to dine in? You can still take advantage of drive-through and take-out orders at our locations in Trenton, Ringgold, and Signal Mountain. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good.
Guthrie's Restaurant in Trenton, Ringgold, and Signal Mountain, and at Guthrie'sChicken.com.
The best chicken finger sauce in the world!
Georgia Northwestern Technical College is now accepting applications for classes. We offer programs in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 campus locations with financial aid options as well. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Drop by one of our campuses today or check us out at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College.
Can you gig it? Oh, yes, you can. We know you've been waiting for a long time, and now Tennessee Valley Net is bringing it to you. Gigabit internet service now available in certain areas of Dade County. Not just fast, super fast internet service now available from Tennessee Valley Net. People are talking, I mean really smiling about gig speed internet available in limited areas from Tennessee Valley Net. Call today at 706-657-4367 or log on at tvn.net and see if gig speed is available where you are. We know you'll gig it from Tennessee Valley Net.
The power to work. That's what you get with genuine Husqvarna products. And now through the Husqvarna Fleet Program at York Small Engines, you also have the power to get free Husqvarna Power products. Purchase a Husqvarna 52-inch Z400 Series zero-turn mower and get a free backpack blower, plus a free string trimmer. Then you'll be ready to take on the great outdoors with the power of Husqvarna. The Husqvarna Fleet Program at York Small Engine is the clear choice for great value and superior performance. See the full line of quality Husqvarna products at York Small Engines, located on Highway 41 in Jasper. Stop in and see the new Husqvarna Fleet packages, or give them a call at 942-3965. With your new Husqvarna 52-inch Z400 Series zero-turn mower, you'll get a free backpack blower and free string trimmer. For a limited time, get no down payment and 0% financing, available up to 48 months. See dealer for details. Husqvarna, the power to get it done.
Back now to the K-Win Today program, all around the tri-state area on News Radio 1013 and 1420 AM KWN. Before we go off the air today, we will have the Braves update. Double hitter yesterday. We'll have all the information on the double hitter, plus what's on tap later on tonight as they finish up a 4-game set with the folks in Philadelphia. That's right, Phillies and the Braves later on tonight right here on the home of the Braves, News Radio 1013 FM, 1420 AM KWN. And you can hear the Braves report between, we'll have it coming up this morning before we go off the air here at 10 o'clock on the K-Win Today program. Well, did you get voted during the advanced voting process? Get voted? Did you did you go vote? That sounded a little better. Did you go vote during the advanced voting process over the last 3 weeks? Well, if not, tomorrow's election day. That's right. It is the Republican runoff in the area in Georgia for Dade and Walker County, and that's the two areas that have the state representative, State House District 1, on the ballot for tomorrow. That is the State House that covers all of Dade County and the northern portions of Walker County, and the Walker County area that hugs along the foot of Lookout Mountain on the east side of Lookout Mountain, and all of the mountain that's in Walker County. So the State House District 1, they will be voting, will be electing a representative for State House District 1 tomorrow. Mike Cameron and John Deffenbaugh are the two that are in the runoff tomorrow. Also, District 5 School Board, that's the at-large district. they'll be on the ballot tomorrow in a runoff, as well as the 14th congressional district, which is our congressional district to represent us in Congress. That's all on the runoff tomorrow, and polls open at 7 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock tomorrow night around the Dade County and Georgia area. Got a news segment coming up here at the bottom of the hour, so stay close for that. We'll get ready to find out what is happening from the latest from Fox News. We'll also get an update from the Georgia News Network, what we're following here locally around the tri-state area, plus lots more to come on KWIN Today.
Your home for the Atlanta Braves and Rick and Bubba mornings. News Radio, KWIN, WKWN Trenton.
Fox News, I'm Pam Puso. Shopkeepers are cleaning up in Chicago following a destructive night of looting, the unrest erupting after police shot and wounded a black man.
After police shot a young man, an unruly crowd began to hurl things at officers as they held the line to protect the crime scene. Deputy Chief Delonda Talley says the violent outburst from the crowd was a direct response of one agitator.
Michelle Fiore with Fox 32. Court challenges could be coming to the executive order signed by President Trump over the weekend.
The executive orders provide protection for people facing eviction, as well as student loan relief and a payroll tax cut. President Trump also signed an order continuing enhanced unemployment benefits.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. Democrats call the orders weak. The Treasury Secretary says there's room for compromise. America's listening to Fox News.
News in a minute from GNN, the Georgia News Network.
A Central Georgia deputy is recovering in an Atlanta hospital after being ambushed in his cruiser.
The 3-year veteran of the Lamar County Sheriff's Office responded to calls about a suspicious person late Saturday night. Authorities say Deputy Justin Weaver did not see anything out of the ordinary and returned to his car. It was then that the AJC reports 38-year-old Donald Gordy fired a shotgun into the deputy's car multiple times, hitting him in the face and arm. Weaver was airlifted to a hospital. Rebecca Hubbard, GNN News.
Meantime, the GBI is investigating an officer involved shooting in Waycross. An officer opened fire on a car that was allegedly moving towards him on Saturday morning. A 15 and 16-year-old exited the car and were arrested. New COVID-19 cases continue to pour into Georgia. Public health officials reported another 3,100 cases yesterday, bringing the statewide total to over 215,000. I'm Matt McClure.
This is GNN, the Georgia News Network.
What will you build? What will be your legacy? How will you make the world a better place? If you're searching for an answer to these questions, Habitat for Humanity can help. It's a curious thing, thought Habitat for Humanity. We build houses and something more, something extraordinary. A Habitat build site is where laying one foundation can transform a neighborhood, where painting a room colors an entirely new outlook on life, where installing a window offers a clearer vision of the future, where renovating a home can renew a community, where setting a level can balance a life. You see, Habitat for Humanity builds houses and so much more. So what will you build? Visit habitat.org to learn more.
Students and teachers in the Scottsboro City School System will not be going back to class on August the 12th this week as planned. With a News Watch on News Radio KWN, I'm Susan King. The announcement coming on Friday from Superintendent Dr. Jose Reyes. Students who signed up for virtual school will begin class on August the 24th now. Teachers will be in touch with students with more information and details on picking up their Chromebooks. And for students returning to the classroom, there will be a staggered start between August the 24th and the 26th. August the 27th and 28th will be the first full days for all traditional students. Catoosa County proposes a balanced budget with no tax rate increase. The Catoosa County Board of Commissioners will consider a proposed balanced budget for fiscal year 2021 that addresses citizen concerns for enhancements to public safety services, also infrastructure. Dade County receives over $700,000 in state and federal funding due to COVID-19. The money will be used for changes to facilities due to the pandemic, things like dividers, sanitizing stations, and enclosure for officers providing security at the court facility entrance. Also, any safety and medical supplies like personal protection equipment needed for staff, fire, EMS, law enforcement, also other related expenses. With a News Watch on News Radio KWN, I'm Susan King.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Breathe out and repeat after me. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Your bird is eating my candles.
Your bird is eating my candles.
No, seriously, he's making a mess.
No, seriously, he's...
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get a customized quote at libertymutual.com.
Sometimes our food is more than just food. It's an integral part of our community. So this year, Discover is giving $5 million to support Black-owned restaurants. To places like Post Office Pies in Birmingham, Alabama, Back in the Day Bakery in Savannah, Georgia, and hundreds more Black-owned restaurants in your local community, all across the country. Learn how you can show your support at discover.com.
When you or a loved one is facing a life-limiting illness, hospice care may be the answer. At Tapestry Hospice, the patient is the focus of our care. We are here to serve you and facilitate your wishes. Tapestry caregivers are concerned with managing your pain, keeping you in touch with your physician, and helping you make plans for the future. Hospice is life-affirming, and Tapestry Hospice can help you deal with all aspects of life, mind, body, and soul. Call Tapestry Hospice for more information. 706-383-8812. That's 706-383-8812. Tapestry Hospice. Redefining hope.
Landers McLarty Ford of Fort Payne is your destination for quality automobile service. Landers McLarty is second to none when it comes to service on your vehicle. You can drop by and see us on Glen Boulevard Southwest in Fort Payne. Call our service department at 256-845-1101 or schedule an appointment online at LandersMcLartyFordFortPayne.com. So whether you drive a Ford or any other make of car, SUV or truck, see our ASE certified and Ford factory trained technicians today at Landers McLarty Ford in Fort Payne.
Once you try Chattanooga Florist, you'll never go anywhere else.
In times of crisis and trying times, you may not be able to attend certain ceremonies or events due to the coronavirus, but you can always send flowers or a gift such as a plush animal, Mylar balloons, gift baskets, chocolates, and more. Call 423-698-3303 or visit our website at chatflorist.com.
Let flowers whisper the things you'd love to say. Chattanooga Florist, corner of Main and Hickory. Online at chatflorist.com. That's Chatflorist with one T.
Mom and Pop's in the Grow Shopping Center is now back open for your shopping convenience with overstocks and big box store catalog returns. Every Friday morning, the merchandise starts brand new, and it's different priced on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Drop by and see us. We're closed on Wednesday and Thursday for restock. And, of course, we need to follow the CDC and local state guidelines of 6 feet apart while shopping at Mom and Pop. We've also got a big line of used furniture. Join us on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Mom and Pop's in the Grow Shopping Center, Trenton.
First alert weather on News Radio KWIN.
Very hot out there for your afternoon with partly to mostly sunny skies. Can't rule out a spotty late shower or storm. Highs mid-90s tonight. Becoming fair, muggy, low 70 to 72. For Monday and Tuesday, a few more widely scattered afternoon showers and storms popping up with highs still well into the 90s. Oncologist Dr. Eric Turner is now seeing patients at People's Cancer Institute at Hamilton Medical Center in Dalton. Call 844-PCI-HOPE for an appointment today. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Core.
News Radio KWIN.
Welcome back to KWIN Today. Good morning, Newsmaker segment 9:39. Let me give you a little programming alert before we get into a Newsmaker segment this morning. Coming up tomorrow for the entire program, after we of course do the area death notices at the top of the hour, but tomorrow the entire program I'll be visiting with Dade County School Superintendent Dr. Jan Harris, talking about back to school. It's coming up on Wednesday, I believe, on the 13th. Well, actually it'll be Thursday, because tomorrow's the 11th. So they're going back to school on Thursday, so we'll have her tomorrow, and we'll be talking lots about back to school. But first, we welcome Gary Anderson to the Newsmaker segment this morning. She's the public information and also the I want to say
the deputy clerk.
The deputy clerk, that's right.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Evan.
Good morning. Good morning. Kind of a, looking forward to talking with Dr. Harris tomorrow.
Me too.
We're going to do the whole show basically around the openings of school. Jackson County went back last week.
Right.
They went back last Friday, and then DeKalb County starts a tapered approach today over the next 3 days, and then on Thursday, Dade County will receive students. So we'll talk with Dr. Jan Harris tomorrow.
And I will definitely be listening to that, as the public information officer for the county, and then also as a mother of two, I will definitely be listening to that segment on your show.
Well, it'll be coming up tomorrow. We're very pleased to that she's going to have going to be here for the whole hour. So
that's wonderful.
That'll be good. I want to back up just a second, and we talked about this Friday, but of course. Don Townsend, the county clerk, is not only the county clerk for Dade County, but he is also now the clerk of the year for the state of Georgia.
He is, and we were so thrilled that he received that honor. That is a huge deal. So out of 159 counties in the state of Georgia, our own Don Townsend was recognized as the clerk of the year. It's a huge honor for him and for this county. It definitely looks very good for this county as well. So congratulations to Don.
Yes, and much well deserved. I know he puts in a lot of effort.
He does a lot of things that people never think of, never see. He is all the time talking to people on the state level, helping people from other counties. I can't tell you the times I've gone to different meetings and people have said, if it weren't for Don, I really would have had a difficult time. I hear similar things about our county executive as well. So I love that our people here are so willing to help people in other counties.
I do want to say that we want to continue to keep Don and his wife in prayers as they go through a troubled time.
That's right.
With health issues.
Lisa is doing better, so
great.
That's good news, and we hope and pray that continues.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Don Townsend. When you see Don, he's not out much because he has taken a medical leave to be alongside his wife. But if you see him out, you can tell him congratulations, being the clerk of the year in the entire state of Georgia. That's pretty cool. All right. I want to talk a little bit about Dade County. About, I guess, 3 months ago now, it was over the summer in the heat of the COVID CARES Act that was passed by the federal government. We first told you the Dade County School Board had received a little over around $340,000 in COVID relief from the federal government for helping equip the classrooms and buying PPE equipment,
right.
and things of that nature, which they have. And just recently, over the last 3 to 4 weeks, Dade County has received their portion, which some of it will go to the city, but over $700,000.
Yes, that's quite a bit of money, and there's a list of things we can use that for. Don, our county clerk is working on that, but actually Rebecca Jones, who is our deputy clerk and in-house CPA, is sort of taking lead on that CARES Act, along with our emergency management director for the county, Alex Case, who is also the mayor of the city of Trenton. So Alex and Rebecca are working very closely on CARES, and we'll be working on that very closely for about the next month because there is a deadline with CARES funding. And so if it is not spent in a certain amount of time, then that money is lost and goes back to the federal government.
You know, one of the things that Alex, and you'll be able to go and read in the Mountain Valley Independent, we have the story up on the money. Summer Kelly posted it over the weekend, and you can also go to our Facebook site and watch that meeting. But he outlined that $219,000 had to be used, or 200 and something money had to be used by the end of August. So
yes.
They're going to be
so
they're
by
going to
the
be
1st
moving
of September,
rather quickly.
Right, and and that it sounds like a lot of money. It is a lot of money. How far it will go, we don't know. what all we're going to be able to get for that. I know that some of the projects they're talking about doing, I know that when COVID first started, we had to put some windows in place, some exterior windows, teller type windows in our government buildings to help facilitate I guess more sectioned off operations so that people were on one side of a partition and our employees were on another. So I think there will be a reimbursement for that particular portion, but I think the idea now is that we might need to make some of those features a little more permanent for any future issue that comes along like this. Chances are this is not the last time we'll see something like COVID-19 in our lifetime. Kind of hope it is, not sure that it is. So there's personal protection equipment we can get through that, emergency gear that we can get for our EMA services, as well as any kind of reconstruction or remodeling that we can do to help improve our buildings.
I know that last week on Sheriff Talk, we talked with Marion County Sheriff Bo Burnett, and they've received a lot for law enforcement in Marion County through the CARES Act, and it's a part of this. Every county gets this money, and they have distributed it to him.
Right.
And for various things, of course. It does seem like a lot of money, but I know that the 911 director, he said so far Dade County had been able to, or had to spend about $44,000, something
right.
like that, money thus far. So there's a considerable amount of money still to go out there.
There is, and having Rebecca Jones and Alex Case working on that is definitely going to help us. They are both great at what they do, and we will definitely get the most bang for our buck there. They will be on that like white on rice. So we're very thankful that they are taking point on that. When Commissioner Rumley started looking and hearing about that CARES Act, and he and Don were talking about it, and they very quickly decided that Alex and Rebecca were the ones who were going to be the go-to for that. So that was a very wise decision, and I think it was a good choice.
Coming up today, for those of you that may want to go and get your driver's license.
That's right. They're here. So the driver's license, the Georgia Department of Driver Services is here today in Trenton. That's at the sheriff's office, let's see. And they do come twice a month. If you want to see a schedule of when they're going to be here again, you can go on our website at dadecounty-ga.gov. And on the very front page, you'll see the DDS logo with a little car there. If you'll just click on that, it'll tell you when they're going to be here, what services they offer, their schedule. It has a link to their website, their hours of operation. And then you can also, there's a link that you can use straight from our page to make an appointment. So they are asking that you make an appointment. They did have a hiccup with their appointment system last week. It was really only wanting to schedule appointments on Tuesdays, and those appointments are not here. They are across the mountain. So I think they do have that fixed. I scheduled a test appointment, and it did go through. So if you want to schedule an appointment, you can go to that website, use the link, schedule your appointment, or you can call 1-678-413-8888. 8400. Some of the services that they offer are first issuance of driver's license renewals, replacement for stolen or lost license, and out-of-state transfers. So they offer that plus other things. They are located in the Dade County Sheriff's Office there at 75 Case Avenue. So any of that information is on our website at dadecounty-ga.gov.
And Republican runoff, we've already talked about this, but the Republican runoff is set for tomorrow in the entire state of Georgia.
That's right, and so go vote. I'm very excited. I always get excited about elections. I really honestly think probably when I retire from work, I'll go work for elections because I feel very passionate that everybody should vote. It is definitely something that a lot of people worked really hard to get us the right to vote, and I think everybody should vote, but the primary runoff is tomorrow. And the voting hours are 7 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock p.m. And that's at all the different polls. If you want to know where those polls are, you can again go on our website at dadecounty-ga.gov, click on the elections tab about halfway down the page, and you'll see a little spot that says vote here. It has an American flag. It says vote here, and it tells you about your voting precincts at West Brow, New Salem, North Dade, the Trenton Precinct, New Home Precinct, Davis, South Dade, and then there's also the elections information, their elections office information if you need that. And if you have any questions about the election and you want to call today, their telephone number is 706-657-8170. So you can find that number as well as any other information you need to find about tomorrow's election on our website.
You know, and you would think anybody that's voted on Election Day, you still have to tell them 7 a.m., 7 p.m. I mean, it's been that way ever since I've been voting. But there's people that still come along that can't remember that.
That's right. And we do have people who are new to the area.
Well,
so
that's understandable if somebody's brand new that's never voted before. And tomorrow you have to vote in your precinct. So,
well, Albert Einstein was a big fan of not remembering what he called mundane things. He said, if I can find it somewhere else, I don't need to remember it. So just this is all you have to remember. You can go to our website at dadecounty-ga.gov and find the information you need. And if you're wondering what's on the ballot for tomorrow, there is an election for state representative in the General Assembly from District 1. That race is between Mike Cameron and John Deffenbaugh. There's a race between Dr. Jane Griffin and Brooke Wilson for the County Board of Education, District 5 at large. And then in the U.S. Representative in the 117th Congress from the 14th Congressional District of Georgia, we have John Cowan and Marjorie Taylor Greene who are running against one another. So those are the three races that you'll see on your ballot tomorrow.
And we need to remind folks, it's a Republican runoff.
Right.
So there's only two groups of people that can actually vote tomorrow. If you voted Republican in the primary, you can go and vote in the Republican runoff. If you did not vote back in the primary, you can go vote. If you voted in the Democratic primary, you cannot now cross over and vote in the Republican runoff.
That is correct.
So that's the three things you need to remember. If you voted Democrat, tomorrow is just a Republican runoff.
And please know that is not, don't get upset with our Board of Elections people. They work really hard. We have a great group of volunteers who come in and work those polls. So if you can't vote for whatever reason, if maybe you were registered as a Democrat, you voted in the past election as a Democrat, and you can't vote, please don't get mad at them. This is a Republican runoff.
Yeah,
so,
and we talked about this, Carrie, several
Right.
times, and you still have... LaWanda said they still have people come to the polls and question, but it back in several weeks ago we had the primary runoff for
Right.
both the Republican and the Democratic parties.
Right.
This is a party primary, and tomorrow is a party runoff for the Republican primary, and the parties is the one that put this together. It's not the state. The state
Right.
allows the vote to go because it's a narrowing process of the different parties. You may have 5 people running as a Republican, and you're getting down to only 1, and they will take on if there's a Democratic challenger in November in the general election. So
that's right. That's a good way to put it. So, if you hear people saying, well, they didn't let me vote or I couldn't vote, encourage them to call our Board of Elections and have them explain that. They'll help you. Believe me when I say they want you to be able to vote. So they'll help you in any way they can.
Real quick, we've got just a minute. I want to give you a chance to get all your information out as far as where they can follow you and find the information that we've talked about. Latest over the weekend, we're still at about 30. I think Friday, in a 2-week span, we were at 33 cases. Now we're down to 31 in a 2-week, 14-day period. Still only 1 death recorded officially by the Georgia Department of Health for Dade County. We're up 1 hospitalization, so that means in the last week, the last 7 days, there has been 1 person admitted to the hospital.
Right. So the numbers are looking good. I know that a lot of people keep seeing the overall number and they get a little panicked, but the numbers are actually looking really good. Everybody's washing their hands and keeping their distance, and I hope wearing their masks when you're out and about. So as long as we do that, as long as we're taking those precautions, we're going to be able to keep those numbers low. So thank you for taking part in doing that. I want to remind you also that the Trenton-Dade Historic Preservation Commission has a meeting tomorrow at 11 o'clock. At 2 o'clock at the library. So for anybody who's interested in that, that's happening. And then don't forget the city meeting tonight at 6.
All right. Thank you. And the school board has 2 public hearings today on their proposed millage rate and tax increase for the accepting the growth at noon and 6.
That's right.
That's going on today. Thank you, Carrie, so much for coming in. I know that we'll talk again on Thursday about county government.
We will. Thanks, Evan.
Right. Sounds good. It is time now, just before the top of the hour, to get the Braves update.
It's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update.
Braves sweep a twin bill from the Phillies on Sunday.
The only way to guarantee access to the 2021 MLB All-Star Week is with an A-List membership. Head to Braves.com/A-List and become a 2021 A-List member today.
2-2 coming. Steve, right 3 called, and that's the game as the Braves wrap up a doubleheader sweep of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Sunday afternoon in Philadelphia, the Braves took both games of their doubleheader from the Phillies by a score of 5-2 in Game 1 and 8-0 in Game 2. In Game 1, the Atlanta offense came to life with a 5-run top of the 5th inning, featuring a 2-run homer from Ronald Acuna Jr. and a pinch-hit 3-run double off the bat of Adam Duvall. Tyler Matzik won it, improving to 2-0 on the season, while Mark Melanson improved to a perfect 3-3 in save opportunities this season. Then in the nightcap, Ronald Acuna Jr. homered twice and finished the game with 4 hits and 3 runs driven in, while Freddie Freeman also went deep in the victory, ending the night a single shy of the cycle. Acuna would homer 3 times in the doubleheader, going 5 for 8, while Freddie Freeman ended up going 6 for 8 with 4 runs scored. Max Fried earned the win in Game 2, improving to a perfect 3-0 on the season, tossing 5 shutout innings with 1 walk and 6 Ks. With the win, Atlanta moves back into first place in the National League East standings and now goes for another series win with Sean Newcomb on the mound tonight against Aaron Nola. First pitch from Philly is set for 6:05 Eastern. I'm Kevin McAlpin, and this has been your Braves Radio Network Morning Update.
A small bank with big service. Citizens Bank and Trust, offering a wide range of services, including online banking. Pay your bills, manage your account anytime, 24 hours a day. Your account balance is only upon...
The Moore family name has built a legacy of trust, compassion, and peace of mind by standing with families during time of loss. Now in our 70th year, the Moore family commitment grows even stronger, from affordable, traditional services to cremation. Our experienced staff stands ready to follow through on you and your family's wishes. Since 1945, the Moore family of funeral homes, North Sand Mountain and Trenton, always dedicated to those we serve. Come hungry and leave satisfied at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon. Cloud's Pizza uses only the freshest ingredients, and we hand toss our own pizza dough. Our pizzas are made from scratch when you order, so they're always fresh. And don't forget about our famous Sand Mountain cheese sticks. You can eat from the daily buffet or try a mouth-watering hamburger or cheeseburger. Come see your friends at Cloud's Pizza, Highway 71 in Higdon, and never leave hungry. Call ahead at 597-3100 for Cloud's Pizza. Visit us on Facebook at Cloud's Pizza and More.
Come see us at Cloud's Pizza.
and offering delivery or curbside pickup to help you safely. For more information, reach out to your local Benjamin Moore retailer. See the love. Benjamin Moore.
Find the paint you love at Chattanooga Paint and Decorating, 5529 Hickson Pike or 5243 Little Debbie Parkway. Chattanooga Paint and Decorating.
Tomorrow, of course, we will have the entire show around the reopening of Dade County Schools with Dr. Jan Harris being here on the program. This is WKWN Trenton, heading towards the top of the hour of Fox News Update on radio and some more great programming on TV. We'll see you back here tomorrow on KWIN Today.